often people try to encapsulate the purpose of schooling within some sort of vision statement. So really they're asking, what's your vision for education? And I spent a long time, starting in about 2000, asking people about their visions for education. And to be honest, I was really struggling to get people to think about something radically different to kind of like now, but with clean toilets. And so I did some funded projects, the Aspire pilot, and then the Scone Park program, trying to get people to really unpack what their visions for education were and what schooling should be like. And working with home educators, working with Scouts groups, working with impossibility thinkers, and all sorts of creative people to try and unpack, our visions of what education should be like. Didn't get very far. Clean toilets, less bullying was the kind of thing that people were after. They didn't really fundamentally think about, what is the purpose of schooling? What's your vision? What does success look like? And then I did some work looking at digital technology strategies in schools, starting in 2012-13 with 22 case studies in English schools. And the starting point for those was, what was the school's educational vision? And then we replicated those studies in 13 schools in Australia in 2014. And then that moved into Edu Summits, which are international working conferences. So in 2017, I chaired a group that was looking at alignment and what does quality education look like. And we had people from Cambodia and Iraq and Australia and Canada and the USA and England and South America, from all around the world, coming up with visions of what they thought education should be like. And then in 2019, we had another Edu Summit where we were looking at what does a quality curriculum look like. And again, our starting point was, what's your vision for education? And again, we had people from all around the world talking about their visions for education. And people come up with these sorts of things. Every child should reach their full potential, whatever that means. And Cambodia, Rwanda, both concerned with achieving peace because of their historical past and the genocide that's taken place in those countries. And then you've got the kind of thing from Canada, Manitoba, about every learner should complete school education with a profound sense of accomplishment, hope, and optimism, which I rather like. And then, of course, you've got the EITSL, every child must succeed in an education worth having, which is actually pretty good. I came up with my own kind of vision statement, which was individual fulfillment and universal well-being, where universal obviously includes rhinos, because if we don't look after the flora and fauna, actually, we as a race are pretty well doomed. What's your vision? What would your vision statement be? How can you encapsulate your view about what education, what schooling should be about? What's its real purpose? How would you encapsulate that in a short, snappy sentence or catchphrase?